forgive you.
Uh,
Because the only thing standing between you and a better life is you. The only thing standing in my way was hate. The only thing standing in your way is you.
Such a poignant statement, but I think that it is so true so often. It's us that stands in the way of ourselves. It is us that is our greatest enemy. It is us that stops us from being able to live better lives, to be able to try things that we couldn't try, that we get stuck in our guilt and our pain and our anger and our fear. And it disallows us to be able to be the best part of who we could be. And I believe that she allowed him by her forgiving him, which frees her, but it also gave him permission to take the steps for giving himself a freer life.
I did my fearless moral inventory, and I found out that, man, I'm a coward.
Don't do that. Don't talk about yourself like that. If anyone else talked about you like that, I'd kick their ass.
I love her intervention when he's talking about that negative voice, that we say those horrible, horrible things to ourselves, and she right away stops him, right dead in his tracks. One is our inner voice is often one of those things that holds us back, right? We are mean and cruel to ourselves because we think that maybe that's going to make us better. But if a friend said that about you, I would make sure that they paid for it, and I don't accept that. That helps him re-reflect and say, well, then maybe I shouldn't be doing this to myself. And also lets him know that there's someone that cares so much about him. They're going to intervene even when they're being mean to themselves. I think that it went a really nice way for him to restructure the way that he thinks about himself in his head.
I guess I'm not as quick to forgive as they are.
All right, what do you think, Riley?
Not really in a position to say anything to anyone about their drinking.
That's all you have to say? Because I think there's something you can say to Joe that I can't.
Even if everyone else forgives us, or even if they don't, usually we're the hardest on ourselves. I think that we believe that if we're hard on ourselves, that it's punishment or penance or suffering, or we're paying back a pound of flesh to something. Really, all it's doing is making us feel bad. Once you've decided to do better, why keep on hurting yourself? And I think a lot of people then try to turn off that negative voice with, in this case, alcohol or drugs or an activity or not facing things. Forgiveness is how we heal. If you're going to be drowning because you're holding on to an anvil as it goes down into the water, what use is that to anyone? That does not create a benefit. You're not making things better by making yourself suffer.
You showed up, Joe. You're here. It's enough. It won't be forever, but for tonight it is. For tonight, it's everything.
And that's true. That first step of just saying, you know what, I want to get help. I want to do something different. We often are trying to hope for leaps and bounds going forward, that we want this monumental change. And if it's not monumental, it's not huge, it doesn't count. But that first step of wanting help, of recognizing that I can do better, yeah, that's enough.
Does it ever get any different for people like us?
I don't think so. Nothing around us changes. Maybe if we work really hard, then maybe we become different. And then maybe at least it feels different.
Used to becoming different people.
I love that statement because that is what matters. It doesn't matter if nothing around you changes. You can change, and you can be the person that you want to be. Is it going to be easy? Is it going to be fast? No, probably not. But that is the way of healing and letting go of things and forgiveness and working on your negative voice. You become different, and you can become the person that you would like to be. Let me know what was your perfect statement in this episode or in any of the episodes. And if you like this channel, please hit subscribe.